Hi, welcome. I am Logan Ridings, and this is from Here to Hired. I'm here at the Mantricon office here in Marion, Illinois, with Southern Illinois Workforce Development Board Chair, Terance Henry. Hi, Terance.
Hello.
So today we're here to talk about you and the Southern Illinois Workforce Development Board. You are a board chair for quite a few boards, actually. I was doing my research before we sat down here, and I was reading some of your bios. You are a John A. board member. You are the IT director for the city of Marion, and you are a 23 grad of the Delta Leadership Institution.
That's correct.
So, and you also did receive an Outstanding Achievement Award for Workforce and Labor in Springfield.
That is correct.
Was that back in April?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
So it was a great experience, and I was shocked to even receive the award. I got an email and a phone call from the state treasurer's office explaining to me that I won this award. Really didn't know what the award meant. But I was still excited and honored nonetheless. Family and I went up to Springfield. I thought it was just going to, just be me or some other people. But I didn't know that I was getting an award along with such other dignitaries throughout the state. Like Jesse White.
Yep.
I see Jesse White's picture on the wall every time I went to go get my driver's license. And here I am getting the same award that he's getting, and he's been there for quite some time.
Yeah.
And so it was a real humbling experience to know that, the work that I put in, to me it's outstanding. To Southern Illinois, it's like, wow. State level, you stand next to Jesse White, you feel like a peon. It's like, how did I get here? But still was honored and humbled nonetheless.
Well, yeah, like it says on here, you are a man who wears a lot of hats. So back to the Southern Illinois Workforce Development Board. What is the purpose, mission, and goal for the community?
The purpose, mission, and goal of the community. I'm sure there's a textbook meaning definition of what the mission statement, the goal is, and all that. But I will sum it up to like what it means to me. To me, it's about helping those that need help and assistance. It's about serving the community, from the underserved, underprivileged, to the ones that need that extra help within school or finding jobs or doing everything that we can to help better a person's life, to give them a step up and not a handout.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. How I got here at Mantricon was I just applied just as any regular other person, and I got given a work experience position here in the office, and that was a 90-day period, and then I got hired full time here. And I'm 18 years old. I don't know a whole lot of kids at 18 years old with full-time jobs, so I'm more than thankful for everything that's been on here and everything like that. So.
That's right. That's what Mantricon is here, for, to do, to touch lives, any and everyone, within the 5 counties that we serve. And so it's an honor for me to be sitting at this table with you and watching you grow. I remember taking you to Springfield for a page for the day.
Yep.
And knew that you'd be destined for great things. So you're definitely a great fit. And there's a lot of other Logans and a lot of other Terances that are out there in communities that needs that same help and assistance, and that's what Mantricon is here to do, to help serve those people that are willing and wanting to be served.
So yeah, like you had mentioned, we've known each other for quite some time outside of the
That's right.
the workplace, and I've heard bits and pieces over the years and everything like that. But you also have came tremendous, like a long way. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your upbringing and?
like a lot of troubled youth in our area, life wasn't just peaches and cream. It wasn't just like handed to me and anything else. But when one door closed, another door opened, and I, kept going. I was fortunate enough to be introduced to a lady named Kathy Lively. I'm the former CEO of this location here at Metricon, and I was walking down the hall at Johnny Logan, and she just, casually stopped me and said, "Hey, listen, we've got this program." At that time, it was called JTPA. So I'm showing my age, and I was going to school for nursing. I had been in through a lot of different things, in my life, but nursing seemed to be the shortest path for me to get a sustainable career and to provide for my family. At that time, I had a son. Actually, that would have been my second son. My first passed, but that had been my oldest son, which is he's still alive now. So let's get that clear. And now I'm a grandpa with two grandkids. But anyway, speaking with her, she was able to explain to me the way the program worked. That they would pay for my books, they would pay for my uniform, my stethoscope, my gas mileage, my daycare. I mean, the list just kept growing, and I didn't think it was true. Like this, there's got to be a catch. Is this like a JTPA loan or something? There's got to be a catch, but there wasn't any catch. I was, because of JTPA, and even the same for Metricon today, I was able to scale back on my job and focus on my schoolwork and use my Pell Grant and everything else to pay for my rent and everything else to provide for my family. And so that really helped catapult me to where I'm at today. And because I was helped, and because I was helped is what gives me that passion to go through and help others. Because it would have been easy for me just to say, no thank you, and just keep walking, and I would be sitting here with you guys today. And there's a lot of those things. Sometimes things don't shout at you. Sometimes it's a whisper, and you have to listen to that whisper and follow that path.
Absolutely. I think Mantricon is great because, like you were kind of saying, they do help you out tremendously, but you got to work for it. It's not like it's just like a staffing agency. Like, you don't just go there and say, "Hey, find me a job." You actually are given a mentor, and they work you through things and how to get to an interview and how to prepare. And I just think it's really great.
Oh yeah, the resume. If you need a resume, they're here to help you with a resume. There's a lot of stumbling blocks that we put on ourselves, especially for young folks. Like, well, I need this, I need that, I need this, and before you know it, you've got 100 things of these needs that you need. Well, when you come to Metricon and walk through these doors, they'll look at your needs and they'll say, okay, those are wants, and now your list is going from 100 to 50 to 20. Let's work on 5 things first. Build the pyramid from the base up, and then you'll achieve great things if you work with the program.
What advice would you give to somebody if they're like struggling to find a career or a career path to choose?
And I think the first advice would be to be still. That's one of the verses that I like. Be still. Learn yourself. Think about what you're good at, not what someone else is good at, but what you're good at, what your thoughts, what your passions are. And then you come to Metricon and say, here's what I would like to be able to do. And even if you're uncertain, at least have some sort of a guideline of where you want to go. Instead of just walking in and just saying, I need a job, and I want to make $30 an hour, and I need it like by yesterday. Oh, I need the weekends off. And when does my vacation start?
Right.
None of that. If you're really wanting to do something with yourself and better your life, or go to school and do something, whatever career path you take, it is here, and it's free services that you do not have to pay for.
So who should the people contact if they want more information on the Southern Illinois Workforce Development Board?
And Matricon does have a website, matricon.org, and then you can go to the website, and it has all the information that you have there. There's also an application form that's on the website where you can go on an application, or go to the website, go to the application form, fill that out. They'll schedule an appointment with you. Be sure to have your correct email address. Be sure to have a good telephone number they can reach you at, because that's one of the things that happens a lot. Matricon will reach out to you, but if you do not have a good email address or a good telephone number, then you're going to miss that. And if you do miss that, follow up, call up and say, hey, listen, I haven't heard from you guys in a couple weeks. Just want to find out. And they'll tell you, well, we emailed you or we called you, or,
that's actually what I'm working on right now, is reaching out to those people and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Is there anything else you want to share with the listeners?
If you're eager, willing to learn, need a job, need to do anything to better yourself, your family, then Matricon is the place to go to. And all the services are free. When they place you on an OJT, they don't take half your pay. There's nothing that's coming out of your pay. If you're a small business owner, that'd be something to add. If you're a small business owner, Matricon can be your best friend. One of the things for a small business owner is trying to get employees. All small business owners, we've got these, grand ideas. We all want to be the next Walmart or the Rockefeller or all this and all that. But hiring employees is not cheap. Getting labor is not cheap. The unemployment stuff that comes along with it, all the different insurances that come along with it, it's not cheap. So getting with Matricon and developing a OJT program and a workforce experience. I'll go workforce experience, then OJT. Sorry for that. Workforce experience, where you can have an employee up to 89 days if they qualify at no charge. And that helps a small business bottom line. And if that employee is doing an exceptional job and you want to keep that employee, then you can roll them over to the OJT, on-the-job training program, where Matricon would pay half of their wages for another extended period of time. So for 1 year, you're saving almost a year. You're saving a substantial amount of money and also building your business. And so I think that's a very underutilized program that people are not taking advantage of when it comes to the whole Matricon workforce experience, on-the-job training. For those businesses that will start a workforce experience, on-the-job training, then they are also given opportunities to the youth like yourself to get into those trades, to get into those jobs at no charge, no risk to the employer. And that's phenomenal.
Best kept secret in Southern Illinois, and we're spreading the word.
That's right.
So,
one person at a time.
One person at a time. Well, thank you for coming today, Terance. It's been a pleasure. And
yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely appreciate it.
Thank you. Learn how Matricon can help you find a new job or career. Visit our website at www.matricon.org.